comes to eating disorders, as Becca said, the biggest obstacle we face is misunderstanding. So tonight, I challenge and ask every single person in the crowd to do one thing. And let's come talk to any one of the charities. Ask us questions about BodyWhys. Ask questions. Demand answers. And above all, as we say at BodyWhys, if you've got wise, get wise. Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright, my name is Meaghan Buisson. I am the founder and executive director of BodyWhys Youth Canada.
Thanks a lot, Meaghan, for being interviewed by me today. So, can you talk a bit about your charity? In fact, you actually founded the charity.
BodyWhys Youth Canada is the first and only charity in Canada focused solely on the prevention of eating disorders and self-harm in youth.
So how long ago did you start it? And I understand it actually is a charitable organization.
It is. I started speaking publicly in schools about eating disorders in 2003. We became incorporated in 2010 and became the first fully registered national charity in Canada in February 2012, so just this past year, focused on eating disorders prevention.
You put eating disorder in analogy with like an addiction or like a journey, like things to avoid. Can you talk a little bit about that to the audience?
Yeah. Eating disorders are not an extreme diet, and they are not a choice. They're best described as a coping mechanism. It's the body's way of dealing with overwhelming emotional stress. Just like any other addiction, whether it is drugs, gambling, or food, for individuals with eating disorders, they will turn to their addictive behavior of food to either numb themselves or to deal with the emotions.
So when you were going through the disease at 13 and 17, what triggered it and how did you get out of it in your situation?
One of the challenges with eating disorders is that the triggers can be different for everyone, and how they present are very different as well. I came from a very strong background of trauma, and for me my eating disorder was a coping skill. It was how I dealt with just overwhelming things in my life that were out of control. The number one thing that makes a difference for someone looking for recovery is to have support, and I was very, very lucky. I had a coach I reached out to. And a physiotherapist, and eventually a physician.
So as friends or relatives of people who potentially have the eating disorder, how do they recognize it, or how do they try to help?
You know, that's a great question. We say at BodyWhys that prevention is the first step, and prevention is key in treating eating disorders. Prevention starts with knowing what to look for, what to do, and how to react. As we say at BodyWhys, get wise, and people can get wise by visiting our website, which is GetWhys, so GetWhys.ca.
The money that is raised tonight, how are you guys planning to spend it, and how much was raised tonight?
I honestly,
so far,
I have no idea. I have just been this whole night has been just such an incredible experience at BodyWhys. It still feels quite surreal. We're really excited at BodyWhys. We have a biphasic approach. We have partnered with the National Eating Disorder Council of Canada to provide curriculum-based programming for every student in Calgary, grades 4 through 8. So that's going to be available in September. We combine this with parent education. It's not just enough to talk to the kids. The evidence shows we need to talk to both parents and teachers. So we're in the classroom doing curriculum. We're also providing workshops to adults that combine evidence-based medical information with clear executive take-home points.
So it would be like a class. During a class, you guys came up, and then maybe the same day or week, you have the parents and talk to the parents.
Yeah, so we're in the schools, but we're also reaching out through parent councils. So we're available to any school in Calgary. We're also available to community groups and any organizations that have a vested interest in promoting youth health.